What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the Rain City Skills, the sequel. So this is the sequel of the author. So it's the Rain City Skills author, the sequel. Part dos, if you will. So let's get into the specs here. Weighs in at 56.3 grams, very light. Diameter, 53.9 millimeters with a 44.2 millimeter width. Does come with the grooved concave bearing. I'm not sure if that's what's in this. In the box, it comes with a yo-yo, a Rain City sun shower string, stickers, Lego accessories for the hubs, because there's Lego hubs in there, and a custom Mr. Yo-Yo thrower, pen, pencil, phone, stylus, Lego sword type thing. Very cool. Custom stuff. I didn't get any of that because Jeremy sent me this with something to just test the anodization on it. So mine is technically B grade halves slapped together, but honestly it plays amazingly, and really I think this is sort of an improvement on the original author. Just a touch. It's a little bit upgraded. There's a little bit changed in the gap, and it's just a little bit tweaked, and it overall just feels a little bit better to me. It feels a little more stable, and it feels like it spins a little bit longer. The original author, I feel like, just didn't have... It was a really light yo-yo, and that was the point, and that's still the point of this one, but it just didn't have the spin time that I would necessarily expected from it. This one sort of corrects that, and I don't know if it's just the one I have specifically or what, but it does feel like a slight tweak and upgrade, in my opinion. So what this yo-yo does, and what I have here too, is two separate colorways. So this side is fantasy, and this side is science fiction. So I'm a science fiction fantasy yo-yo. See how that goes? That's cool. It's like a Star Wars, but not really. Anyway, nice thing about the author is that it's super light. The organic H-type shape, it's actually pretty much more organic than H, really. HV, organic-y, is really cool. And at only 50 bucks, I mean, it's a pretty sweet yo-yo that's kind of really cutting edge design-wise as far as weight distribution and things are concerned, plus Lego hubs. And it's only 50 bucks, which is great. Does have the grooved bearing, which is the Rain City signature bearing on any yo-yo that costs enough money to have one. Usually the yo-yos that are like 50 bucks, anything really cheap wouldn't have that, but $50 ones will have the nice Rain City bearing. And the blast on this is really, really good. Jeremy sent me this one really to test the blast, to see what I thought, because I tried a blast on something else, and I was like, oh, I don't really like that, man. And he was like, well, try this one, because I'm changing it up a little bit. And blast really, really good. You got a little thumb grind lip there, and, plenty of room to finger spin around the little Lego hub, if you so desire. But let's go ahead and throw it around a little bit, and I'll show you guys what it can do. Author, the sequel. On first throw, this feels like it has more power to me. It feels heavier than it is, and I think that's just how the weight distribution goes. But it's got really nice spin times, and the weight, it just kind of like feels like it feels like air, like when you pull it off the string, which is nice because it's really, really light. Size is good. I mean, it's a full-size yo-yo. It plays really, really light. Comes off of the string. Really, there's no snagging or anything in the gap. I'm not the biggest fan of the white pads. They're okay, but actually, I'm doing pretty good there. They slipped on me once, but pretty good now. Anyway. Really handles everything you want to throw at it. The super lightweight, don't let it fool you. This yo-yo has tons of stability and spin time. Rejections are really nice. Binds are really nice too. This is dead smooth. I think the ano was mucked up on the one side, and that's why it's a B grade. See, there it went again. Okay. That's a little bit slippiness when I go to regen it. Regen's nice though. Like, it's really balanced. So it does regen, just not the biggest fan of the white pads. There we go. See? Nice regen. Thumb grinds, perfectly doable. Oh, no. And finger spins, also very doable, but I hit the gap there. There we go. Perfectly doable finger spins. I got a little tension knot, which is fun. And yeah, just a solid yo-yo. Let's go ahead and take it apart, and we'll do pros and cons. All right, Rain City, the author, the sequel, comes apart very nicely. We'll check out this side here. As you can see, groove bearing, spins great. Pinky whitey pads, they're pretty okay. They're decent. Go on this side here. And as you can see here, nice step in the middle there, kind of gives it a nice gap. The pad fits perfectly in to the slot there. So nice machining there. As you can see, the anodization goes all the way down too, through and under the pad and everything. Really cool. I like whomever is anodizing the newer Rain City stuff, particularly this author, because all of the colorways look really, really good. Thriller, particularly, is like a fade with like a blood splatter on it. Really cool stuff. Links in the description if you want to check out all of the colorways, because, I mean, it really... all of the colorways for this really came out cool, and I think Jeremy did a really nice job in tweaking from what was the original author. So... let's go ahead and do pros and cons. Pros, $50. Great colorways too for $50. Like these are, like this is a $50 yo-yo, like with the splash and all the stuff. Good blast finish. Finger spins are doable. Thumb grinds very doable. Really just a very straightforward yo-yo. Very light too, which is really cool. You know, a lot of yo-yos really come in 62 to 65 grams usually now, monometals. This is way down at like 56.3 grams, which is pretty light for a yo-yo. And you definitely feel that. The lightness feels good, and but it's still got power and spin time, and I feel like that has been improved with the sequel. The original author, while it was fine, I feel like this is just a little bit better with spin time and power and everything. Good grind finish. I do believe this is a different machine shop than the previous author was, so there will be differences with that just due to the machine shop, but I think the anodization on this really turned out really good, and mine's really only a B grade for ano flaws. See, there's one there, and there's one there, although I think that looks cool, but really just good. Solid too, nice long axle, not going to strip on you, very light, easy to take with you, not too big of a yo-yo, regular size. As far as cons are concerned, again, I would probably change the white pads out, or the pads that are in this out, if I was going to use it on a daily basis as a daily carry, just for my own personal use. These pads tend to be a little slick. I like things to be a little grippier, but your mileage may vary on that. It's sort of a up in the air type of thing with that. I think the thumb grinds are very good. I really don't think there's anything wrong with this. Like I said, I think it improves on maybe the shortcomings of the previous one, just a touch. Has a little bit better spin times and a little bit better stability than the original author in my estimation, and I really think that it's a nice yo-yo, and it's fun, and for only $50, definitely worth checking out, especially because for $50 you get a cool splash and everything too, and it comes with a bunch of stuff, because that's what Rain City does. They bring in all kinds of cool stuff, and cool sequel to what was already a cool yo-yo that improves on it a little bit. As far as cons are concerned, I don't know that it's necessarily the longest spinning yo-yo of all time, but it's certainly not bad. And I think that It's maybe not a competition yo-yo per se, but if you want it to be, I mean, you know, you compete with anything. Gentry won with a plastic yo-yo, so you can do it with anything. This I think is a good solid throw though, and for $50, it's pretty, it's nice, it's light. I'd say it's cutting edge in just the weight distribution department, and a cool yo-yo to carry around. But I apologize to Jeremy for taking me so long to get this review out. It's just been kind of crazy here, as it's been crazy for everybody. It's a crazy year, but Rain City Skills author, the sequel. Check it out. The link is in the description. Check out all the colorways, and if you like, pick one up because it's only 50 bones, and a pretty and solid piece to add to your collection. I dig it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you, and I'll see you next time.